Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is beginning of new video series about region and muscles of upper limb. So this is the first video. In this video we learn about pectoral region of upper limb, and also I will cover upper limb regions, muscles of the pectoral region and clavipectoral fascia. Okay, now we learn about upper limb region. For academic purpose, upper limb is anatomically divided into 6 regions. They are shoulder region, arm, elbow, forearm, wrist and hand. Okay, you can see this is the shoulder region, anterior view and the posterior view. And this is arm region, this is elbow region, this is forearm region, this is wrist region and this is hand. Okay, now we expand them. Shoulder connect trunk to upper limb, and shoulder region include 3 regions. They are pectoral region, scapular region and axilla. Arm extend shoulder to elbow and contain humerus. Elbow is junction between arm and forearm and contain cubital fossa anteriorly. Forearm extend elbow to wrist and include radius and ulna. Wrist between forearm and hand made of carpal bones, and hand is a distal upper limb and it is highly functional region for manipulation. Okay, you can see this is the pectoral region, anterior part of the shoulder region, and this is the scapular region, posterior part of the shoulder region, and this is the axilla region, axilla. Okay, and this is the arm region, extend from shoulder to elbow, and this is the elbow region between arm and forearm and anteriorly contain cubital fossa. This is the cubital fossa. And this is forearm region, extend from elbow to wrist region, and this is wrist region between forearm and hand made by carpal bones, and this is hand, it is highly functional region for manipulation. Okay, now we learn about boundaries and parts of shoulder region. Shoulder has 3 anatomical parts. They are pectoral region, scapular region and axilla. Pectoral region, this is the pectoral region and it is located anteriorly. Scapular region located posteriorly, and axilla located between trunk and upper limb. So this is the axillary region. This is axilla. Okay, pectoral region contain muscles, breast and thoracoacromial vessels, and scapular region contain scapula and rotator cuff muscle, and axilla give passage for nerves and vessels. Okay, now we learn about pectoral region. It is lies on anterior thoracic wall and contain pectoral muscles for upper limb movements like pectoralis major and the breast tissue or mammary gland, and important neurovascular structures and fascia layer especially called clavipectoral fascia. Okay. Now we expand muscle of pectoral region. There are 4 muscles: pectoralis major, pectoralis minor, subclavius and serratus anterior. Pectoralis major origin to clavicle, sternum and costal cartilage. Pectoralis minor origin to 3 to 5 ribs. Subclavius origin to first rib, and serratus anterior origin from 1 to 8 to 9 ribs. Okay, you can see this is the pectoralis major muscle, this is the pectoralis minor muscle, this is subclavius and this is serratus anterior. Pectoralis major origin from medial half of clavicle, anterior border and the margin of sternum and the sternocostal cartilage. This is the pectoralis minor, It is origin from 3 to 5 ribs near to the costal cartilage. And this is subclavius muscle, origin from first rib near to the costal cartilage. And this is the serratus anterior muscles, origin from 1 to 8 or 1 to 9 ribs, actually its lateral surface. Okay, and pectoralis major insert to lateral lip of intertubercular sulcus, and pectoralis minor insert to coracoid process. Subclavius insert to middle 1/3 of clavicle, actually subclavius screw. Serratus anterior insert to costal surface of medial border of scapula. Okay, you can see this is the pectoralis major insert to lateral lip of bicipital groove, and this is subclavius insert to subclavius groove inferior surface of clavicle, and this is pectoralis minor insert to coracoid process of scapula, and this is serratus anterior insert to ventral or costal surface of medial border of scapula. Okay, now we learn about nerve supply. Pectoralis major supplied by medial and lateral pectoral nerve, and pectoralis minor supplied by medial pectoral nerve. Subclavius supplied by nerves to subclavius, and serratus anterior supplied by lower thoracic nerve. And the actions are pectoralis major, flexion, adduction and medial rotation of arm. Pectoralis minor, pulls tip of shoulder down and protract scapula. Subclavius pulls clavicle medially to stabilize the sternoclavicular joint, and serratus anterior muscle, protraction and rotation of the scapula. Okay, you can see this is pectoralis major supplied by lateral and medial pectoral nerve, and action is, you can understand, it is adduction, medial rotation and flexion of arm. And this is pectoralis minor supplied by only medial pectoral nerve, and it insert to coracoid process. So this action is protraction of scapula. And this is the subclavius muscle. Its action is pull the clavicle medially and stabilize the sternoclavicular joint. This is the sternoclavicular joint. And this is serratus anterior muscle supplied by lower thoracic nerve, and its function is protraction of scapula and rotation of scapula. Okay, this is the summary of the origin of muscles: serratus anterior, subclavius, pectoralis major and pectoralis minor. Okay, you can see this is the pectoralis major muscle. It has actually two parts, clavicular part and the sternocostal part. This is sternocostal part and this is clavicular part. Okay, now we learn about clavipectoral fascia. Clavipectoral fascia is a strong sheet of deep fascia located deep to pectoralis major muscle and superficial to pectoralis minor muscle, and it connects the clavicle to axillary fascia. You can see this is the pectoralis major muscle. Deep to it contain clavipectoral fascia, and clavipectoral fascia pierced by cephalic vein. This is the cephalic vein pierce the clavipectoral fascia, and lymphatic from infraclavicular node, and acromiothoracic artery or thoracoacromial artery and its branches, and nerves, especially lateral pectoral nerve. You can remember that glands. Okay, and you can see this is the clavipectoral fascia. It lies deep to the pectoralis major and superficial to the pectoralis minor. And this is the cephalic vein. Cephalic vein pierces the clavipectoral fascia, and you can see this is the lateral pectoral nerve that pierces the clavipectoral fascia, and this is thoracoacromial or acromiothoracic artery and its branches. It has four branches: clavicular branch, pectoral branch, acromial branch and deltoid branch. And also you can see this is the medial pectoral nerve. Remember, medial pectoral nerve, not PS clavipectoral fascia. Okay, clinical note, absence of pectoralis major muscle. The part or whole of pectoralis major muscle may be absent congenitally. Most commonly missing part is sternocostal head. An effect is weakness in adduction and medial rotation of shoulder because this is the main function of pectoralis major muscle. And finally, thank you, best wishes, subscribe my channel, like and share this video. We will meet in the next video. Have a nice day.